It's a beautiful day, neighbors. In saying that, there are bees swirling around me, but the birds are chirping beautifully. It's a very clear, nice day. I can see Mount Wellington, Kunani very clearly, which is a stark contrast to yesterday where it was very dreary, it was foggy, it was giving UK countryside, which is nice. It was fitting of how I'm feeling, my emotional state at the moment. Honestly, I've just knocked off my stretch of nights for the month, and it was a great stretch. But the recovery process after nights is really something that's difficult, something really, really difficult to recover from. I'm just not feeling right. I have decided not to pick up and to just, recharge, use my days off for what they're meant for. It's midday, and I've finally had a spark of inspiration, I suppose. Something that gives today its purpose, perhaps. So I am gonna make something for my comfort person.
Why do I have the microphone?
It's a shirt for you.
Hello. That's for me?
And hopefully it's gonna cure all of this and let the fog lift like how it is today. It is a new day. We rejoice and we're glad in it. Hopefully that's what's gonna fix me. I've just frogged I've frogged the sleeve, and I was ecstatic this morning because I've was ready to cast off, and it's shorter than the other sleeve, and I'm just like, oh man, I've already frogged this. I just want to get to the finish line, and I need to remind myself it's not about the finish line, it's about the process. But I'm really not here for the process, despite saying that I am in a process to make myself feel baseline, perhaps. I mean, as human beings, we have our ebbs and flows and things, but just something that makes you feel like I have control of my life. It's okay, it's all right. So hopefully doing something simple. I hope this is simple enough that I am kind of not really drafting, but figuring out the pattern by myself based on very bare bones instructions, which sometimes you need. Maybe that's the type of crafter I am. Just give me the bare bones and I'll try to figure out that it just makes the creativity flow. Oh, there's a bee running around. Hello. But also, I've felt really down in regards to sewing. I have to unpick this because this just doesn't look right. I'm gonna put it aside. Do this another day. Because I couldn't figure out a scrub top, and I just really want to wear a scrub top to work, and I just feel proud that I've made this. You're getting somewhere, but I think it was way too difficult. So hopefully that video documentation will come out of me actually finishing scrub tops. My sister actually sent me a message of a photo of me showing her so excitedly when I started making the scrub tops, the first day that I made it, and it's been a month and a half and I still haven't figured it out, and she was pretty shocked. But it's nice when your family keeps tabs on your interests. But yeah, I still haven't figured it out, and it's really I was down in the dumps maybe the first or second week when I couldn't figure it out, and then it was 5 stages of grief. I was in the anger phase. Anger denial. Anyway, being outside really lifts your mood. That's the great thing about living in Tassie. You can't finish if you don't start. I'm gonna try to, I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna clear out the table, get my workplace set up. My dining table is where I do my crafts at the moment. I am still tossing it up in the air if I am gonna get some sort of a workstation for myself, but honestly, the dining area is my domain. I have my yarn, my crafts, everything is kind of like sprawled out in the living room, and I'm also sprawled out. So we'll see. I have other interests, and I want some space in the house for those interests, and they're not really crafty interests, they're more like musical interests, and musical instruments are quite big. So we're gonna push that aside, let it cook, and enjoy the moment. So come along with me, neighbors, as we hopefully have a successful day today in our sewing journey. But for me, I'm just like, it's a big question mark and just the unknown. So join me. All right, so this is the fabric that I am using. It is a linen, and originally I think I got 1.5 or 2 meters of this fabric because I wanted to make a matching apron for my partner, and actually I haven't finished it. It's right behind me. I just have to sew the straps, but I'm not doing it because I don't feel like doing it. Anyway, yeah, so I am going to be using this to make him a shirt. And yeah, so let me put you down for a minute. I don't think I have enough to make myself a shirt out of the same color. We'll see, unless I shorten it. Because I think it was 140 something centimeters. These are in inches. I'm more attuned to centimeters than inches. Alright, so I have just made the markings. They're not completely correct. For example, this bit right here, I'm supposed to follow the red, not the blue. So hopefully this friction pen will work well. I'm not very sure what this bias is for. I think it's for the neckline. And as you can see, this is the sleeve. This was really fun to make, actually. So let's cut it up. so I have done the part that I had the most fear for, but it looks a bit unfinished, and so I realized that the joining of the bias, you can see right there, I just did a zigzag stitch, and we're just gonna fold that in and of itself so it won't be seen, which I'm very happy, but I've just reinforced it that way. And I think another little small thing that I'm working with in colors I'm really finding it difficult is this is a bit pinched. It is not a clean line, as you can see there, but I think we can forgive that. I'm very excited now. I think I'm gonna press it down a bit so that it looks more finished quite nicely. The tutorial didn't do that, but I think she's just a pro, so I'm gonna press it down. The neckline is just gorgeous, and like just draping it on myself, I'm like, oh, this is giving me ideas of how nice this would look like as a shirt for myself. But alas, I'm making it for Andy.
Okay, fits your head. That's good.
Why do I have homeless like this? You have a homeless look like this?
I'm a bit worried about the sleeves, by the way. なんか思ってたよりでかくないね。
いや、意外と。
すごいぶっかぶかでと思ってたら全然だわ。
Yeah, that actually looks very nice.
日本人こんなでかくないからね、体かな。そのシーンは。水泳やってたんで。普段別にそんな思わないんだけど、今その服着てると体が。
Why does it look like? I mean, okay. Hello, 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 neighbors. It is around 6 hours after you've last seen me. Let me just. There we go, there we go. It's been 6 hours since you've last seen me, and after 4.5 hours of work, roughly, I took a break. A friend came to visit, my partner came home. And despite the fact that they were both here, I was still sewing, but taking breaks in between. Getting a bit of tea spilled.
Dude,
Why?
this tea is wild.
Why?
Steaming hot.
Wait, hold on.
This tea is
That's for you.
steaming hot.
Yeah. But anyway, yes, I would say finishing this has definitely improved my mood. There's nothing that quite beats accomplishing something. I just had this thought where, did I maybe, force myself to expedite the process? Did I really enjoy it? I think I was having that thought because I was getting really frustrated at various points. I had little, like, I couldn't seem to figure out how to get these sleeves on, like, smoothly. I guess the curving aspect of the whole thing, but also I think I didn't really, the instructions were quite vague. I think it was just a visual process, so I wasn't really sure how to make the curve, and I don't know if that impacted the way it looks. However, it did made me realize that I really seem to enjoy pattern making when it comes to sewing, and I don't know much about it. I think how I like to learn is just doing it and figuring it out, but definitely it is in my mind to buy some books and, you know, maybe get a not really formal training, but I don't know how to explain it, but just learning through books, because I've seen that there have been several suggestions on books on pattern making, and I think I would enjoy that much more rather than using patterns, because I find myself getting really upset at myself if I don't figure out a pattern. But if I kind of like, you know, measure it out by myself, I'm a little bit more forgiving when it comes to making mistakes, and definitely there are mistakes here. I forgot to overlock some part. Which part was it? The side seams. I think they're not such a big hole. You can just look in, you know. No, those are overlocked. It's probably this. Yes, this top seam, and I like top stitched it. I think that's what it's called. I top stitched it, and it wasn't really specified in video. I just noticed that it seemed top stitch, and I think it looks a lot better to have that top stitching. As you can see, it makes it look a bit more finished. Overall, I really enjoyed the process. Though another point of contention was when I actually put it on Andy, and it seems like the armhole depth should have been a bit like bigger, just because compared to the model, my partner has a larger or longer arms, a bigger chest. So I think just by looking on how it looked on him, the armhole depth has to be longer. But I don't really know how to, you know, make it. I mean, I guess cut a hole, but then how would I make the sleeves long enough, you know? That kind of thought process is not quite there yet. So maybe I will buy a pattern of a basic shirt that I can, maybe I should just get one of his shirts that fit well and steal the design, or kind of make my own pattern out of it, because I know it fits well. There's actually one beige shirt that I don't know where it is in the house. If it's in the washing or on the to be folded pile, or who knows. But that's a really good shirt. Really liked this pattern specifically because it was just like the vibe I wanted, like the linen, natural. The designer is also from the Gold Coast, and I do miss the Gold Coast. Oh yes, the point of contention, which I didn't think to say. I put it on Andy, and it kind of looked like a potato sack, and I was just really not trusting the process at that point. I'm very happy with the results as of the moment. It's nice that I can wear the shirt and he can wear the shirt. It's like if we travel, let's just bring the shirt and just wear it on alternate days. It fits differently. I feel like it is a lot more oversized on me. On Andy, it's slightly oversized. You can see it's oversized at like the arm. My intention of starting this pattern, this project, was for it to kind of get me out of a rut, and it did work. It took some time, and I also think, oh, my friend came by, I could have talked to her, because we're in a mutual friend group, and when we're with our group of friends, we can't always, you know, have that one-on-one talk. But also at the end of the day, I also want to have that experience where you know, friends come and they can just chill at my house. We don't really necessarily have to talk, but we can enjoy each other's presence. And I hope it was the same feeling for her as it was for me, that I was just enjoying her presence. That's all I really have to say at the moment. I'm quite content. It's getting a little bit chilly and I am ready to eat Andy's udon. It's been a great day, and tomorrow's gonna be a great day, and the next day, and it's gonna be a great year. It's what you make out of it, neighbors. I'll see you next time.